Residents forced to live through extensive renovations are now getting some relief after an 11Alive story exposed what was happening at a Buckhead apartment complex. Those renovations including the removal of windows, which would have required a large tarp to be hung inside each apartment.
Yeah, right now our Pal Lucero is with us tonight. Pal, you've been following this story for over a week now. You found out there's actually a lot more to the story.
There absolutely is. You know, with the changes also came news of more construction, believe it or not. Resident Ashley Peterson tells me they found out that now the sprinkler system inside all the units need to be updated, requiring workers to come inside each apartment and cut a hole on their ceiling. It's been 5 weeks of construction outside Ashley Peterson's Camden Phipps apartment window.
It's never ending. It's like, what's next? We have a long way to go. This is, I feel like, just the beginning.
A loud beginning with unexpected news. She says just yesterday during a 30-minute town hall, residents found out the fire sprinklers will need to be updated inside all the units.
Requiring them to cut a 2x2 hole in our ceilings to replace the piping. It's extremely invasive. We're going to require people to come in. It's also we're going to require a third-party inspector or the fire department to come back in.
Just last week, we told you apartment management had plans to replace windows while putting a tarp inside each unit, taking up about 4 feet of the apartments.
They need to offer financial compensation through our rent.
Since then, Camden has offered residents a one-time $500 credit, hosted a town hall meeting days after our story ran, clarified that the tarp will be optional and not take up apartment space, and will give people the choice to move out with 30 days notice.
To be able to, the option to break your lease with a 30-day, notice, most people don't have the amount of funds just sitting there. There's not a lot of options with the 30-day notice. Yeah, I do feel trapped.
While Camden hosted a 30-minute town hall, she wishes residents had more time to ask questions.
It's not enough time for every resident to be able to ask questions and voice their concerns. We honestly ran out of time and we had to leave.
11Alive asked if property managers would be willing to host another town hall. In a statement, Camden Property Trust replied saying moving forward, they will keep residents updated through regular communication.
You got to feel for those residents.
Oh,
the last thing they expect when you pay hundreds of dollars is to have a place to stay.
Thousands probably. We're talking Buckhead here, Joe.
Thousands, yeah. Forgive me. Pal, if the residents could have it their way, what would they want ideally out of the situation?
Yeah, Ashley tells me that she thinks the correct thing to do would have been to do a $500 credit per month of construction instead of a one-time $500 credit through the whole project. Now, remember, Camden says this project will take up to 5 months per building, and there are 6 buildings total in the whole complex. So Ashley's building is the first one being renovated so far, so there's still more time to go, you guys.
Well, awesome work on that, and way to go.
Thanks.
Getting them kind of a solution.
Yeah, holding them accountable and also finding a way for the residents to move forward.
Baby steps, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Thanks.
Appreciate that story.